All right, now, we've got a lot of favourite animals here at the Reptile Park, but at the moment, one of my favourite little snakes is this. Now, he's a gorgeous looking little thing. A lot of people look at it and think, oh, so nothing he couldn't possibly hurt you this way. He almost wants to touch it. Not on the head. This snake strikes at 350 kilometres an hour. You touch it anywhere, you're in the strike zone. Alrighty, okay. You might just get a security escort to follow you around today. Now, this snake is the death adder. This is the 5th most toxic land snake anywhere in the world. And it's a snake that terrifies people. Look at this man here. He's using his tiny, tiny daughter like a shield. Right, always make some more if you have to, mate? Now, one of the world's fastest striking snakes, and particularly dangerous species for certain members of the public. Dads in particular. I know I'm going to dads, but it's true. You see, its body shape is not dissimilar to blue-tongued lizard. Dad sees it in the long grass and thinks, oh, Nathan loves lizards. I'll catch this one and take it home to show him. Dad picks it up and thinks, gosh, it hasn't got any legs. Now it's biting me. Now I'm starting to feel awfully sleepy and bleed out of my eyes. Well, just a reminder, Dad, it hasn't got legs, probably death adder. It has got legs, probably blue tongue, either way, leave it alone. Now, very dangerous snake if you're a bushwalker. Most of our front-fanged venomous snakes, or elapids as they know, all hunt the same way. When a mouse walks past, it leaves little mouse-flavoured footprints behind. The snake detects it with the tongue, begins to follow the scent trail. When you get really close to the mouse, you know, the smell's overwhelming, you can't tell where it's coming from. Now your eyes take over. You've got very good eyesight over a very short distance. Any rapid movement, that's the mouse. Snake strikes, dead mouse. If you're a death adder, oh, you're a bit different. You hardly move in your entire life. You don't run forwards terribly efficiently. In fact, if we go up to the top of the ridge here at Summersby, we catch a death adder, you know, you put one of those little radio trackers into it. If we release that animal exactly where we found him, if we come back 18 months later, we should be able to locate that same individual snake within 10 metres of the place we released it. They hardly move in their entire lives. This is why we don't like snake catchers removing death adders. You denude one area of death adder DNA and you overwhelm the area in which you relocate or dump the snake. So, if you can't chase a mouse, how do you catch it? Well, you lure the mouse. You lay an ambush for the mouse, or the bird, or a lizard. The end of the tail, very, very fine. Now, that's actually the lure. He can wiggle it in a very attractive manner. Now, the way he hunts is to find a nice spot. He'll form himself up into a horseshoe shape. Thank you, Barry. Just sit there, mate. Then he'll cover himself with dead sticks and leaves. Now, if this is any other snake species, this action would be sufficient to generate a negative outcome for me. However, death adder, unconcerned. Now, I might say this one's a bit atypical too. He's very calm snake. Now, next, stay there. Next, his tail will come up and he'll start to wiggle the tail in a very attractive manner. And if you're a bird or a lizard, when you're attracted to the lure, he will strike back onto his own tail faster than your eye can see. Now, if you are the death adder, it's pointless in laying an ambush in that shrub. The tail's not long enough to project out, the bird can't see the lure, can't descend and land in the strike zone. You're not going to be under a low-lying rock shelf. We have a very similar scenario. So, where are you? Well, oddly enough, right in the centre of a walking trail. And that's what makes this species disproportionately dangerous. It doesn't move out of your way when it senses your approaching vibration. Most snakes head for the hills. Death adders do not move. Now, it's also a very good reminder that what Grandma told you was true. Don't go bushwalking in thongs. Don't go bushwalking in your comfy old Dunlop volleys either. You might have had them for ages, they're comfy, you love them. They're not terribly protective. Most of our snakes have very short fangs, 3 to 5 millimetres. 2 exceptions. One is Taipan from North Queensland, 2 metres long. You've got 12 millimetre fangs. The other exception, death adder. Even at this size, fang length about 7 millimetres. Now, if you look up death adder in the book, I'll tell you, 80 centimetres, that's it for death adder. Occasionally there's an anecdotal report of 1 at a metre, they're usually discredited. we've got 5 Death Adders in our anti-venom program that are genuinely longer than 1.2 metres. 2 of them are thicker than the top of my forearm, probably a non-survivable bite. Now, if you have been bitten by a Death Adder, not one of those 5, but one of the others, the anti-venom that saves your life, of course, comes from the Reptile Park. Every anti-venom we use in Australia, except one, was developed right here. First one in existence in Australia, 1928, tiger snake anti-venom. That wasn't us. Bit of a gap then till 1955, big year, 2 anti-venoms developed here at the park. Taipan and eastern brown snake. Prior to 1955, there'd never been a single survivor of a taipan bite. 58 was Death Adder, 1962 was polyvalent, and 1980 funnel web spider. All right.